kept popping out of the frame.
All right. Yes. Hello, everybody. We are back. Welcome to the, what are we at? The second intermission right now?
This is called second intermission report.
I haven't done intermission reports for a long time. So good to be back. I almost said the Anaheim Ducks. Team USA is taking control of this one. Is anyone surprised?
No.
That's what I like to hear. 3 goals in the second frame. We have a 4-1 lead for Team USA. Before we get started, folks, as we did during this first intermission, easy for me to say, we're going to give away something right now. So it is another Green Cheek gift bag. It is a hat, a $25 gift card, and a Green Cheek shirt.
I'm going to the bottom.
I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer, and I cannot speak at the moment. I apologize. Here we go.
I'm going to pass this off because I can't read it still.
Here we go.
All right, we've got 891-563.
891-563.
All right, come
on up. Get yourself a Green Cheek gift bag. $25 gift card, a hat, and a shirt. Congratulations. Thank you for coming. We totally appreciate it. How is everybody doing out there? Having a good time so far here tonight. Love the crowd. We have Alex, again, what's the name of the running club coming? Fast Friends will be joining us here in about 15 minutes.
Is it Frenchie's Fast Friends?
Frenchie's Fast Friends. It could be. Yes, if you want to get yourself a beverage, I suggest you get in line now. We are talking about 50 people supposedly running from everywhere to here and back, called Fast Friends. We will have an influx of people coming. So please, if you want to get yourself a beverage, this is a nice heads up. Get over there. You will become a Frenchie's Friends if you get over there and hang out.
Just tell them Frenchie sent you.
All right. So Brock Nelson, let's talk about him for a minute. So Brock Nelson had a goal taken away in the opening 20 minutes. He scores 2.
He was sad.
He scores 2 in the middle frame. He would have had himself a hat trick. What did Team USA do differently, or should I say, did Latvia show their true colors maybe in the second period?
I think a little bit of both. I think Team USA's skill is starting to show. They're imposing their will. They're obviously the better team, with all the NHL players. So I think a guy like Brock Nelson, who is now in Colorado, has found a new home there, is more of a support player. It's nice to see him be able to get a couple goals tonight. And the last goal was, I'm sure everyone will agree, incredible high skill passing. And this is where I feel terrible for goaltenders because Elvis Merzlikins had absolutely no chance on that last one.
I love looking at the assists, too. I mean, this is truly an all-star team like Team Canada and other teams as well that will find some success in this tournament. Matthew Tkachuk's already got 2 assists here on the night. Jack Eichel's on the board. Quinn Hughes. Jack Hughes has 2 assists already here tonight through 40 minutes of play. So, again, the Stars are starting to play like stars and find some comfort. And Guibo, we talked about it in the pregame show. This is such a quick tournament, a 2-week tournament. You need to find your legs. You need to find chemistry. You need to find it very quickly. And Team USA is starting to do that here in the second period.
Well, and they also know that, there's no secret about it. Everybody kind of puts Team Canada and Team USA kind of in the finals even before the tournament starts. So USA saw what Canada did today against Czechia, rolled over Czechia 5-0. It was not even close. So Team USA is trying to send that same type of message out to all of their opponents, and of course, in particular, Team Canada.
I'd like to big a shout out to Uncle Rich, who just screwed up our camera for everyone looking. Yes, Uncle Rich.
Rich.
It's blurry now, so we can't see any of you lovely people out there. You can only see Guy and I. So thank you, Uncle Rich, who actually has a technical background, but you wouldn't know it here tonight.
Technically challenged.
Do you want to talk about Connor Hellebuyck? Because why not? We got to talk about goaltending every time that we talk to Guy Hebert. Okay, now you're in a situation where you're facing a team that all of a sudden Team USA is taking total control of this one. How is Hellebuyck facing the opposition now? What's going through his mind, knowing, hey, wait a second, our guys are starting to find their groove. I might not see a lot of shots here to end this hockey game.
Yeah, he hasn't really seen a lot of action, and these are the games that sometimes are most difficult. It's a more of a mental battle. You have to stay sharp because you do know that you can't let one soft goal in because it could change the complexion of the game. It could give life to Latvia. Latvia is playing with absolutely nothing to lose. I'm sure most of their players are thrilled for the opportunity to be able to play against the NHL guys and Team USA. So they're not going to give up. They're going to keep trying, and they have 20 minutes to try to make some kind of impact on the game. But for Connor Hellebuck, in his mind is total concentration of stopping the shot, and he's going to, I would guess in this third period, he's probably going to see between 6 and 8 shots total.
Well, as you mentioned, too, Team Latvia only with 5 NHL roster players on their Olympic roster compared to Team USA, where every single player is from a National Hockey League team. So certainly the Team USA is starting to show its strength, starting to show its depth, and as a result, they find themselves up 4-1 after 40 minutes of play. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are here throughout the third, and we will have a small post-game show afterwards. We are live on the Mask the Mic, a brand new podcast that Gibo and I are doing. Again, thank you to Green Cheek Beer for their great service, their great people. Alex, Brian, everybody behind the bar, make sure you tip your servers. They're doing a fantastic job for us here tonight. We have one more period of play. Let's see if Team USA can hang on or maybe add to the lead as well. Alex, did you want to say something? I don't know. I just saw you holding a microphone.
Well, Brian mutes me while you talk.
Yes, I know.
I just know that a couple people have questions.
Oh, let's not throw the break. I keep saying we're throwing the break. We're not throwing the break. We're just throwing
We're just live.
A
We're
taped
live,
game.
yeah.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. What do we got, Alex?
Okay, here we go.
Hi, thank you for being here. Just curious, I know it's got to be incredibly expensive as an athlete to get to the Olympics. So for some athletes get big endorsement deals, but how do most athletes finance getting to the Olympics?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a great question. Fortunately, I'll start with the hockey. The NHL players obviously are well taken care of through that means. But there are people that you'll hear these great stories about some guy working at Home Depot and he's working 2 or 3 jobs to be able to be a speed skater or a luge or some other sport that's not highly recognizable. They're always in the shadows of popularity, but they love their sport so much that they go to extra lengths to be able to just afford to travel to their events. And when they're able to do that, sponsorship obviously is a key for any of the athletes. So I'd like to think that at some small part that everyone has some sort of support. I don't know that for a fact, but I would guess that everybody has some support through some means, and whether it's family, friends, or even the business that they might work at.
Yeah, good question. The National Hockey League had to get behind this. I mean, it's the first time they've done this in 2 different Olympics as well. So there were some disagreements going on with the IOC. They got those ironed out. So hopefully the NHL will participate in Winter Olympics moving forward. And again, the NHL has to back that, and they send their players. They give their players permission to go. So it is a partnership with the NHL and the Olympic Committee as well.
Yeah, and the issue for the players not going in the last few Olympics was based on insurance. And, you know, can you imagine having your star players leave your team, say from the Ducks, going over there and then getting injured, and then ownership being on the hook for paying for that player's salary, and there was no insurance in place for them. So that's always been kind of the issue between the IOC and the NHL. Glad that they got it ironed out because everyone wants to see the best players perform and compete against each other, and we're fortunate to see that right now.
Now the players want to represent their countries too, as well. All right, Alex, what do you got? Another question for us?
Okay, this is on.
All right, hey guys, big fan. Just was wondering, Guy, if there was any players back in your Ducks days or Team USA days that you still get along with and are still in contact and really related with back in the day.
Great question. Yeah, I'm still in contact. Thank God for like social media, right? You're able to stay in contact with people from all across the world. There's a defenseman, actually, I hadn't heard from him in a bunch of years, Fredrik Olsson. And Freddie O, we just started texting the other day randomly. So it was great to catch up with him. But yeah, there's a number of guys that are still local. Of course, Kriya Solani, Steve Ruchin's in town from time to time.
Paul doesn't talk to you.
I text him. He doesn't talk on the phone.
Yes.
Jason Marshall, Sean Pronger, JF Jomf. There's a bunch of guys that have stayed local, which is great. But Steve King, Joe Sacco, Bobby Dallas, some guys from the early Mighty Ducks days, still in contact with. And then, of course, guys from, the multiple Team USA teams I was on, Billy Guerin, Mike Modano, Keith Kachuk, all those guys still in contact with. So, it's a brotherhood. And, because it's so easy to stay involved in the sport and to be able to contact people, it's been a blessing, because I think if this was 20 years ago, a lot of those relationships would have failed.
What a great opportunity, but let's not lose sight. It's the Anaheim Ducks Alumni Association. You're a big part of that, too. They have tournaments throughout the course of the year. They have events. You can see them at Ducks games as well. Please tell everybody about how this Ducks alumni group is growing and a lot of those folks that are part of it.
Yes, it's definitely growing, and we're going to have our 3rd annual Ducks Alumni Golf
There
Tournament
you
coming
go.
up in May. I believe it's May 7th. Check your calendars. There'll be an email going out. But a great opportunity for us to be able to get back together, support Orange County. We always have a lot of friends come out, a lot of people we know in town for a special day. Henry and Susan Samueli, gracious enough to come and support us at the Alumni Golf Tournament. And then I think a lot of people realize that when players are done playing, when you play, there's just such a limit on the time that you have to be able to be involved in the community. And when you're retired, like myself, you have a lot more time, and it's really great to be connected with the community, be able to go out there and do those things that you really, frankly, didn't have enough time to do when you were playing.
Yeah, Chris Pronger actually showed up one tournament, flew out.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He stopped
Yeah.
motivating people to show up for a second. The motivational speaker he is. Yes, sir.
In your honor, let's talk Olympics and Ducks. Timu Salami had, I think 6 runs.
Wait, who? Oh, that guy. Yeah, I've heard him before.
Yeah. You heard that guy?
Yeah.
So the question to both of you is, do you have his shoes, and will you wear them or shelve them?
Wait, I apologize, you cut out. Were you talking about the shoes?
The shoes. Do you have
Oh, the
shoes?
Vans
Yeah.
shoes.
I know Guy does.
Oh,
because
yes.
He was involved.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, Gibo, do you have a pair of Temu shoes? I don't think
I do.
either of us could afford. Oh, you have them.
Listen, I know people in the
Oh,
right places.
see?
Yes, I
I
have
don't
the
have
choice
Temu
of
shoes.
the slip-ons or the tie-up with the flash on there.
Wow.
And I went with the flash because I only know him as the Flash.
All right. I didn't even know he's got 2 pairs. I'm so on the outskirts of this whole thing now. I know. Do you actually wear them around?
No, they're hermetically sealed right now. I'm hoping that in another decade or two, they're going to be worth more than I paid.
All right. Well, yeah, Temu shoes certainly worth a lot, whether you're paying for them or you're gifted them, like my partner here. Alex, who do you got back there?
I think I speak for a lot of us when I say.
Sorry about that. The fishbowl got to you a little bit.
Oh, is there a range anxiety here, like my Tesla? Yeah.
I think I speak for a lot of us when I say we miss you guys on the mission show every game. So I was just wondering if you had any keys for the Ducks for the rest of the season.
Loving bringing it back.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for keys, everybody. Yes.
Well, let's
I haven't heard that in a while.
let's put the hands together for the people are missing the pregame intermission.
People are
postgame
missing
show.
the intermission. Yes.
Yes. So
are we.
Yes. So please let that be known to everybody. Thank you for missing us there at the Honda Center. Well, for Guy's keys, I think the key for the Ducks making a great run at the playoffs is the fact that they come back healthy from this Olympic break. The guys that aren't playing in the Olympics, that they are able to get back into shape and not have any injuries when they have to come back. I was told 11 days off, which in the middle of any season is incredibly long.
11 days off without having any sanctioned practice whatsoever.
Correct.
Wow.
And then I heard up to 8 days the NHL is letting them have a new training camp. So I think health is going to be a big key for their push. And I think the rest, the way they've played, I think, speaks for itself. So I just think that if they're healthy, that'll be the key for the rest of the season.
I will give you a Frenchie's key, if I may. Leo Carlson is the name, and I think he's when he comes back from injury, and I think too, you even said this to me. Unfortunately, he can't play in the Olympics because he did have the surgery, but coming back, he's going to be well rested. He was having a heck of a season. But also, as young players do, as you'll know, all of a sudden you start playing well, and you have a target on your back, and you're seeing the best lines, the best defensemen playing against you. So he had to learn to play against the best. And I think we were starting to see him come out of that, and I expect nothing but the best from him in the second half.
I couldn't have said it better, Frenchie, as always. But yeah, a healthy Leo Carlson down the stretch certainly will be a big impact, and he's such an impactful player. Just a joy to watch.
Any more questions out there as before we head to
Any other
the third?
questions?
We're good?
I
All right,
think
guys.
we're good. Brian, I can't ask you a question, though. I have your mic.
Oh, no. Here, I got one.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
You're
okay.
going to kill me.
Yeah, we took Brian's camera away, and then also I'd like to, again, give a shout-out to Uncle Cooley because you all look like you're underwater still. So, just so you know. Hopefully you're tuning in to the Mask of the Mic, are obviously live on YouTube right now. We are going to take a break, and we're going to kick off the third period coming at you with Team USA, 4-1 over Team Latvia, 20 minutes to go. We'll be back right after this.